One of the things that I really like to go and point out is I see a lot of people going lighter in shafts, thinking that the weight is going to increase their ball speed, club head speed, whatever. I want you to understand that that is not as true as you possibly think. So a lot of it comes down to being weight dependent. This is kind of the same concept of beating a nail in with a hammer. Do you want to do it with a really light 12-ounce tiny hammer and try to beat a roofing nail in, or are you trying to use a 24, 26-ounce hammer that's going to have a lot more force into the blow? So when you start going into lighter weights, particularly in your iron shafts, say 65, 120, and 130, granted, I know that this one lands a little bit more towards, I believe, 127. But regardless, the fact of the matter is swing the heaviest shaft you could swing comfortably with control. You want the tool that you have to be able to give you as much performance you can out of it, making your swing less effort. I will personally say I prefer the True Temper Dynamic Gold, S300s, whatever. I prefer 130 gram plus shaft because of the fact that the weight allows me to really dig in and swing hard with it. It causes resistance in your swing, but with that extra force and whip that you're getting out of it, you're able to really drive in what you can. I know this doesn't apply to everybody, but this is where not necessarily paying attention to the flex really matters, because you could go with an extra stiff shaft that's like 45 grams and you're still going to notice some whip to it. Once you start getting in lesser weights, you're going to notice that the shafts start getting a bit more flexible because a lot of the weight comes from added material. Once you start removing some of the material, you start reducing the weight, and that causes it to be a little bit more flexible and flimsy and stuff. Hence the reason in your different types of graphite woods and driver shafts and stuff, as well as some of your irons, there's a different kick point and bend and flex to it because they're able to change the amount of material that's in different parts, or they make it to where the weaving's not as tight and it makes it a lot more softer and bendy. When you're swinging too light of a club, you start getting wild and it becomes harder to control. You swing too heavy of a club, now you're fighting the tool that you're trying to use. As you're coming through, you're going to have a lot of inconsistency, a wider shot dispersion. So you need to find the happy medium that works for you. Personally, if I have too light of a shaft, I start kind of getting a little bit too whippy and all over the place, and I purposely and forcefully slow down my swing to compensate for it. What does that mean? It means lost distance and lost spin. If you don't have the strength for the stronger clubs and stuff like that, you're going to notice you're not really going to get the ball up in the air as well. You're going to, again, also start to kind of negate the spin because it's not really being active. So find the one that's actually happy medium to you. I'm going to hit a couple shots with the different ones just to kind of give you my reaction of the feel of the difference. So again, I'm going to hit the sticks, which is a 65 gram. I'm going to hit the KBS Tour, or not KBS Tour, it's a C taper in 120, and then I'm going to hit my Dynamic Gold in 130. So right off the bat, I can tell you that this is really light. I can feel all the weight in the head, which I do like, but it feels like I can't really control the way that the shaft wants to cooperate in it. So it's not moving in unison. The club head is trying to dictate where the rest of it is trying to go. And because of how light the shaft is on that one, I can never feel like I'm giving it all I got. And if I overdo it, I feel like I'm fighting the shaft more than anything else. 120 is a little bit lighter than what I am used to. I can feel the club head, again, a bit more. This is the same ZX5 as what is in mine. This is just in a KBS C taper shaft. That one, I feel a lot more stability in it. I feel like I could actually get a bit more aggressive at it. But at the same time, because this is a little bit lighter than what mine is, and the bend point is a little bit different, I notice the action is different. And now my good old True Temper S300. Hands down, the reason why the Dynamic Gold is the #1 shaft that you see on tour is because of the weight. There's a consistency that has been going on in this club for over 40 years, seen on tour, as well as the fact that these are some of the most stable and weight dependent shafts. Again, you're not trying to go and swing a 12-ounce hammer to go and beat a nail in. You're going to want to get something that's a little bit beefier and heavier. Hopefully this gives you a better idea on if you need to go up in weight on shafts or if you need to bring it down a little bit, especially if you bought secondhand. This could be an option for you to be able to improve your game without dumping all kinds of money on getting a new set of clubs, or to give you an idea that you probably need to get fitted to find out what shaft's going to perform best for you. Please leave a comment down below if this has helped you out, or if this is something that actually kind of puts you in the right direction, or if you've already kind of experienced something like maybe you are a very fast swinger and you went down in weight and how it's performed for you. But I don't think the science is there to go and prove that a lighter shaft is going to make you swing faster. All of your swing and everything is limited all down to two things: how your body rotates and how you turn your hands through that shot. Doesn't matter how light the equipment is, it's not going to change that. We want more consistency and shot accuracy over distance in the long run. So please like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Keep in the fairway. Have a good one.